multi-circuit camera.
Yeah, bad one, wasn't it? Cool.
Fortunately, he had a very good roll cage and
Yeah.
a good seat.
Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the action here at Silverstone. It is now time for the BCV8 Championship Race 2 here live on the Silverstone GP circuit. The sun is shining once again. We've been blessed with wonderful weather here for MG Live. A lot of action about to come up for you. We had a cracker yesterday with the BCV8s and we're in for another one as well. If you are just tuning in, hello, welcome. This is your show, by the way. We want to hear from you today. We want to know where you're watching MG Live from, so do comment below. If you do comment as well on our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. It'll take you straight through to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe as well to watch live motorsport in 2022. Comment there, we can actually put it on screen as well. So if you want to have your say and you want it to be shown on screen, YouTube is the place to do it. We will pick up your comments wherever you're watching this from as well. But we might not necessarily pick them up until after the show. So head over to Live Sport Now on YouTube. Time for the BCV8 Championship Race 2. Let's have a little look at how things finished up yesterday. We can show you the Race 1 results. And you will be able to see, of course, that man, Ollie Neaves, taking the win. He had an absolute cracker, didn't he? Outright for Class D. So we're very much looking forward to seeing how things pan out in this one as well. Can anybody stop Ollie Neaves? That's what I would like to know. We're going to find out, of course, in this section. 20-minute race coming up for you live here. Ollie Neaves taking the win. James Wheeler finished in second place. So Russell McCarthy in third, Ian Pryor in fourth. Andrew Young picking up the Class C honours. As you can see, Mark Scott picking up the Class B honours. He's the Class B defending champion. Then we had Babak Farzian, the AF class, James Walpole, AB. So that's how things are going to be, that's how things finished in Race 1 yesterday. It is going to be Ollie Neaves on pole position again as well. We can take that down and have a little look on it because the cars are about to come around the final corner and you're going to see them appear on your screen. You're going to do a formation lap. They're going to go do a formation lap, then come round, and then we will be underway for this. So hopefully that's been taken down by now. And they're on their way round now. Listen to those V8s, my word. You want to turn your volume up, especially when this race gets underway. It vibrates on us here. We are in the start line gantry, as you can see at Silverstone on the national pits. Wow, what a view we're going to have for you. So it is Ollie Neaves on pole position once again for this race. Neil Fowler, unfortunately, retired from yesterday's race. He went into the lead on the first corner, then dropped back to fifth, retired with an issue. Let's hopefully it'll be a different story today. So marshals make their way onto the track. Cars just heading around, obviously, for their formation. That 20-minute race about to come up. I'm very much looking forward to this one. Of course, Ollie Neaves, defending champion. It's his first outing this year with the BCV8 Championship, and picked up the win yesterday. Obviously, pole position as well. He's pole position for this race too. Let me just run you through the grid order as well. So the grid for race 2 here for the BCV8 Championship, it is going to be the man Ollie Neaves on pole position once again. Neil Fowler in second place, Russell McCarthy in third, Ian Pryor in fourth, Jim Bryan in fifth, Andrew Young in sixth, Johnny Wheeler in seventh, James Wheeler in eighth, Steve Wells in ninth, Ken Deemer in 10th, Oliver Wardle in 11th, Paul Eales in 12th, Mark Scott 13th, Chris Greenwood 14th, Babak Farzian in 15th, Howard Grundon 16th, David Strike 17th, James Walpole 18th, Stephen Mackay 19th, Paul Linfield 20th, Simon Tinkler 21st there. So that is your 21 runners and riders for race 2 of the MGCC MGB60 and BCV8 Championship live at Silverstone. It's their final race actually of the weekend as well, so it's an early finish for the BCV8 Championship. Hopefully they're going to stick around. A lot going on here at Silverstone. It is MG Live, of course. It's not just motorsport action. There's a lot going on in the infield. If you are in the local area, do pop down. There's so much going on for the family. Bring them all down. A lot of racing going on this afternoon with a quick classic racing 2. We are, after this broadcast, going to go for a very short break because immediately after the lunch break we're going to be live for race 2 of the Cherish Vehicle Insurance MG Cup here as well. If you like what you've seen though of the BCV8s and you do want to find out more about them and why wouldn't you, there's a link in the body of this broadcast that takes you straight through to the BCV8 Championship website. Do give it a click. So we've got a lot of motorsport to bring for you this year too over at Live Sport now. More MG Car Club coverage to bring you. We've got MSV to bring you, BRSCC. We're going to be with the BMW Car Club in August for their M-Power Festival. And of course we've got the Club 24-hour race from Anglesey as well. It's a track we've never ever been to before, but I've heard many good things. You'll be able to watch all of our live exclusive behind the scenes coverage on our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now. So there's a link in the body of this broadcast. Head on over, make sure you hit subscribe as well. It's live, it's free. It's the very best motorsport in 2022. Getting absolutely battered by the wind up here. I can't believe how windy it is. It's quite calm down there, but up here we're in the middle of a wind trap. Terry next to me. It was short sleeves is a brave choice today, isn't it? It's colder than yesterday, I think. So here come the cars ready to line up on your screen, as you can see. It's blowing again. It was worse than yesterday. I was in a t-shirt yesterday. I've changed today. I'm glad I've got long sleeves on. So let me run you through the order once again. What a great sight they make, don't they? Ollie Neaves, your man on pole position, car number 1 on the right there. Number 86, that's Neil Fowler, lines alongside him. He's quick off the line, is Fowler. He just needs to be able to get to the finish, doesn't he? Russell McCarthy in 3rd place. Ian Pryor lines up in 4th. That's the number 91 car. Jim Bryan in 5th. Andrew Young in 6th. Johnny Wheeler in 7th. James Wheeler in 8th. Father son in the yellow cars there alongside each other. Steve Wells in 9th. Ken Deemer in 10th. Oliver Wardle in 11th. Paul Eales in 12th. Mark Scott 13th. Chris Greenwood 14th. Babak Farsi in 15th. Howard Grundon 16th, David Strike 17th, James Walpole 18th, Steve Mackay 19th, Paul Infield 20th, Simon Tinkler 21st. Cars at the back just getting themselves lined up. Tinkler just taking his position at the back. As soon as we get the green flags, it's almost time to go on the start line. Gantry for you. It could not be a better position to watch the action. We're doing all of this off one camera. We've got an exclusive live behind the scenes to bring you later as well. Here we go. It's almost time. 5-second board goes up. Almost time for the BCV8 Championship Race 2 live here at Silverstone on the GP circuit. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Neaves Fowler? Is it going to be somebody else? It's a good start from Neil Fowler again. In fact, it's a great start. Fowler takes the lead. And oh my word, Russell McCarthy flies past. So does Ian Pryor. Neaves drops down to 4th place as it stands. Wow. Right, he's going to have a lot of work. We have a race on right now. What an incredible start that was by Fowler. Fowler in the lead. I think McCarthy jumps up to 2nd, Pryor up to 3rd, and Ollie Neaves, yesterday's race winner, drops down to 4th place off the line. Wow, incredible stuff. Right, Neaves is going to have a lot of work to do. Can Fowler build up a bit of a gap? It's a 20-minute race. We know he's quick. He's very quick. At one point, he had an 8.6 second lead. I think he just took his foot off the gas a little bit yesterday. Over the line, it ended at about 4 seconds, and Wheeler coming home 2nd. But this is a different story now. He's going to have to work his way through the field quite substantially. If he's going to win this race, he's going to have to get past 3 cars. Can Fowler take advantage and just get a big enough gap to hold on for this race? It is on in Class D. Because Andrew Young chasing Class C honours. He's up against Jim Bryan. That's going to be a battle to watch as well. Mark Scott, Paul Eales, both in Class B. That is going to be a cracking fight to watch. So all the classes, there's a lot of action going all the way through the field here. You won't want to miss it. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We're on the start line gantry, as you can see. You can't get a better view in motorsport than we've got for you right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing who is going to come through. The action's going to come thick and fast, of course. There's a bit of a gap to start off. We are on the GP circuit, so it does take a fair amount of time. They're doing Ollie Neaves' pole time was a 2:25.757. So obviously we've got a good 2 minutes to wait or so before they come around. But then that gap is going to get shorter and shorter and shorter. We have a constant steady flow of cars coming through for your viewing pleasure. So don't go anywhere. Stick with this. We're right live to the end, and then we're going to be in Parc Fermé chatting for live driver reaction 2. You don't want to miss it. You don't have to miss it. Stick with us, Live Sport. Now, comment below. We want to hear from you. Did you enjoy that start? Who's going to win this race? Will Ollie Neaves be able to pick his way through the field? Can Fowler hold on? Can he get to the finish? What about somebody else? We know James Wheeler is very quick. I'm seeing the cars going round. They've just got to the bottom of the Wellington Straight. They're about to come around Luffield and into our shot very, very soon. And it's not Eaves in the lead. I can tell you that. It's still Fowler in the lead. Neaves is still in 4th place. I think it might actually be James Wheeler who's got up to 2nd place. Now, we're going to find out very shortly. Here they come. Listen to this. Turn your volume up right now. I'm going to let you listen to these V8s and enjoy it. It's like old school Formula 1. Here we go. Well, I can tell you something. More cars coming through underneath us as well. Babak Farzian just going through. I can see him there. There goes Stephen Mackay. There's David Strike going through as well. A lot of action, as you can see. It is Neil Fowler, though, leading the way. Although he had over the line, it's 0.344 from James Wheeler, who's jumped up. Neaves has managed to get a place back. He's up to 3rd place. And believe it or not, Ollie Neaves is only 0.722 of a second off the leader. McCarthy, in fact, the top 4. Russell McCarthy is one of the top 4, separated by less than a second here. This is on. Ian Pryor in 5th place. Jim Bryan in 6th, Young in 7th, Johnny Wheeler in 8th, Wardle is up to 9th, Ken Deemus dropped a place to 10th, Eels in 11th, Scott in 12th, Greenwood in 13th, Babak Farzian in 14th, Howard Grundon is 15th, Steve Mackay is 16th, David Strike is 17th, Walpole is 18th, and Tinkler is 19th. We have 19 runners and riders, apologies, for this race. Wow. What a start that was. 16 minutes on the clock. There's a long way to go here. And yeah, we're going to be excitable to watch Neaves' progress here. Can he get it done? Can Fowler hold him off? What about James Wheeler, who was only 4 seconds behind him at the checkered flag yesterday in race 1? They're all feeling racy. It's the last race of the weekend for the BCV8 Championships. It's now or never. It's elbows out, chaps. Here we go. We are racing live at Silverstone. Get your comments in below. Who's going to get it done? We want to hear from you. Comment, comment, comment. After this, of course, we've got the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup Race 2, and then we're going to head into the infield as well, just to check out the scenes and sights here at MG Live. Earlier this morning, we went for an exclusive live paddock walk as well. If you didn't see that, it is live wherever you're watching this broadcast now. It is on there too, so go back and watch that paddock walk. See some of the wonderful cars we've got here. In the paddock at Silverstone. We're in the national pit straight, as you can see, so not long to go. I can see the cars now. They're at the bottom of the Wellington Straight. They're going to head round Luffield very, very shortly. Who is it? Oh, is it Neaves or is it Fowler? Someone's disappeared. Someone's dropped away. Please don't be Neil Fowler, because he retired from yesterday's race. Here they come now. They're about to pop into your screen any second. Is it Neaves? Is it Wheeler? Is it Fowler? Who is it? It's Ollie Neaves. He's managed to retain the lead. Looks like Russell McCarthy's got 2nd place from Johnny Wheeler. Ian Price in the mix. We've lost Neil Fowler again. I'm really rather ashamed that is Fowler retired from yesterday. He's got a few gremlins with that car, as he just cannot get to the finish. Here we have. This is a great battle, by the way, between Young and Bryan. That is for Class C honours as well, so keep your eyes on that. Was that Fowler going through there? It was. So Neil Fowler jumped down to 7th. Johnny Wheeler is 8th now. So Neaves takes the lead of the race. Russell McCarthy's up to 2nd place. James Wheeler drops down to 3rd. Ian Pryor is up to 4th. Young is up to 5th. Bryan stays 6th. Fowler is dropping down the order now in 7th. Johnny Wheeler is up to 8th. Ollie Wardle is 9th. Ken Deemer is 10th. Then we've got Eels, Scott, Greenwood, Farzi and Grundon, Mackay, Strike, Walpole, Tinkler. Tinkler's just about to come into your shot, actually. Here he comes now. Car number 18 over the line in 19th place. There they go. So, wow, Neaves has managed to get it back in 6 minutes. He's managed to go from pole to 4th, back to 1st. Incredible stuff. it's got to be exciting, hasn't it, being behind the wheel? So Ollie Neaves, fastest lap that lap as well, a 2:29.957, 4 seconds slower than his pole time. That's not a huge surprise, though. They're going to go quicker and quicker and quicker as the tyres really start to warm up. They kind of get to that golden zone around about now, really, for the next sort of 5 or 6 minutes, and then there can be a bit of drop-off later on in the race. So Neaves had a 0.694 of a second lead over Russell McCarthy. We're going to have a good fight in the Class D, aren't we, between McCarthy and Wheeler. Young and Bryan going toe-to-toe in Class C, and Eales and Scott going toe-to-toe in Class B. Good stuff indeed. This is what we like to see. This is the very best of motorsport. When the BCV8s come to town, you're always in for a real treat. So the car's coming back around onto your screen now. Here we go, 12.5 minutes on the clock. Neaves leading the way. Has he managed to pull a bit of a gap? Not by much, I'd say that. Nothing like yesterday. So it's Neaves from McCarthy from James Wheeler. Through they go. These three are locked together. Nobody is going to get away. Ian Pryor once again just sticking around there in 4th place. In the mix, on for a podium if something happens at the sharper end of the grid. Right, here we go. Andrew Young, Jim Bryan. This is important. This is Class C honours. It's still Young leading away from Bryan in the black MGB just behind. That is first and second in Class C there. Looks like we've lost Neil Fowler now, doesn't it? He's dropping down the order. Johnny Wheeler and Ollie Wardle going toe-to-toe. In fact, Wheeler got past Wardle on that last lap. And Eales and Scott, that's important too. Eales and Scott there, the red and yellow. That's for Class B honours. Mark Scott picked up the win yesterday because Paul Eales sadly retired from the car. And I think I'm seeing Neil Fowler in the pits now as well. What a shame that is. Look, a good battle going on here. That's, I believe that's Mackay and Babak Farzian. And alongside him as well is Howard Grundon. Look at them going toe-to-toe, the three of them. The very best of racing. This is what we like. David Strike right there too. Walpole hanging around. And we've just got to wait for Tinkler to come through. Here comes Tinkler now. Neil Fowler is just going alongside me down the pit lane. You're going to see him sadly disappear off to the right and back to the paddock to end his weekend with a double retirement. What a shame. He's so quick for the sort of first lap or so. So I've just had a question come in asking if we plan to add more cameras around the circuit. I mean, look, we would love to. What we try to do with this is we try to bring the best possible vantage point for the action and more behind-the-scenes content to actually hear from the drivers, see the cars. As soon as you start adding more cameras in, the cost simply goes up, and it gets quite silly money, to be honest, for the clubs. And we'd rather they actually spent the money on developing the clubs. We can still give the very best content that we possibly can. And quite frankly, I just don't know really how you get a return of investment by having multicams. The cost runs into the thousands, and it gets quite silly. Remember, this is a hobby for a lot of people. The budget just, a lot of the time, isn't there just to have cameras going. There is Ollie Neaves, though, leading the way still. Russell McCarthy in second, James Wheeler in third. I hope that helps answer the question and the reason why we just run it off one camera. We just try and make it affordable for everybody, give you the best possible content we can, make it more about the cars and the people, because that is what motorsport is all about. As soon as this race finishes, talking to people, we're going to be in Parc Fermé. You're going to get live driver reaction too, so don't go anywhere. But for now, let's enjoy the action from the top of the gantry. Still, Ollie Neaves leading the way. Russell McCarthy in second, James Wheeler in third, Ian Pryor in fourth. And it's still Young and Bryan going toe-to-toe in Class C with Young leading the way. Here comes Johnny Wheeler and Ollie Wardle, 7th and 8th respectively. Now the battle coming up now. This is for the first and second in Class B. Number 12 there and 49. That is Eales and Scott. That is for Class B honours. Here comes Ken Deemer right in the mix too. As we said before, sadly, we have lost Neil Fowler from this race. Here's Greenwood, car number 73, aptly names the Green Machine. and Greenwood driving the car. I don't know if it's named Green Machine, I've decided to call it Green Machine. Right, here we come. Should have Babak Fazian, he's in the Class IF, and Stephen Mackay. These are guys having a great battle. Oh, it's changed though, hasn't it? Because Howard Grundon has got past. So it looks like Mackay and Grundon got past Babak Fazian. We saw them go toe to toe, didn't we? Last time around into turn 1, and they've got past. So Fazian drops down to 15th, Mackay up to 13th, Grundon up to 14th. Strike moves up to 16th, as does Walpole at the expense, because Fowler, of course, retired from this race, sadly. So 8.5 minutes on the clock left to go. We're well over halfway now. Here comes Tinkler just coming through. Fastest lap of the race last time out by Ollie Neaves at 2:27.328. So, but the gap is only 1.6 seconds. He's not being allowed to get away in race 2, is Ollie Neaves. The race is on. Don't go anywhere. So I'm here in the Raw once again. And the Class D cars, those heavyweight V8s, here they come. Neaves looking like he's just getting a little bit comfortable out in the lead now. Oh, James Wheeler takes second place. McCarthy's dropped back quite a bit, so James Wheeler once again, it's as we were yesterday. It's Neaves, Wheeler, McCarthy. So James Wheeler at the mover and shaker so far. There's Ian Pryor just coming over the line. Neaves with a 2.303 second lead now as it stands. And again, he's just put in the fastest lap once again. It's fastest lap after fastest lap, a 2:27.041. But Class D, Ollie Neaves certainly going for this. He wants the double bubble this weekend, doesn't he? A lot of battles going on. This is the battle for Class C honours Young and Bryan. It's Young who's led the whole way so far from Jim Bryan. And it's not over yet. There's less than just over a second between the two of them. Here comes another battle as well. Johnny Wheeler, Ollie Wardle, they've had a good tussle. They've been glued together this entire race. Johnny Wheeler leading the way so far in the yellow MGB, though, as you can see now. And this is a race as well. Eales and Scott. This is first and second in Class B. At the minute, it's Eales leading the way. Scott won it yesterday. Eales retired from the race. So Eales will be desperate to get to the finish and take the win. Here comes Ken Deemer over the line. Now we're waiting for the green, number 73 Greenwood car. Any second on your screen. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. That is all. Here comes Greenwood now. Can't miss Greenwood because he's in a green car. If you want to find out more about the BCV8 Championship, why wouldn't you? There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click. It takes you straight through to the BCV8 Championship website. Look at this as well. This is great. Mackay and Grundon going toe-to-toe. Fazian and Strike right in the mix. The four of them. Oh, look at it. Is it going to make a move? Is it going to try and make a move? Howard Grundon, Steve Mackay can't quite make it stick on the inside. It looks like Mackay just had enough of a lead. So Mackay holds on to 13th from a very racy Howard Grundon there. Babak Fazian was just behind him. Dave Strike too. Walpole went through. Now we're waiting for Tinkler, and then we'll have the leaders coming back round very, very quickly indeed. Here comes Tinkler. And here we go. So there's pretty much no gaps in play now. I can see Ollie Neaves just coming around Luffield now. Can he do another fastest lap? Can James Wheeler close the gap a little bit? It was only 2.3 over the line last time. Here comes Neaves, your outright race leader, Class D. Looks like the gap, if anything's got a little bit bigger, it is still James Wheeler. Gap is now up to 3.568 seconds. McCarthy comfortably in third. The top three sort of settling down, aren't they? There's 6.892 seconds spread across the top three now. Here comes Ian Pryor, sort of a bit lonely for Ian Pryor at the minute, isn't it? He's comfortably in fourth place. He's too far back to the top three, and he's got quite a gap between the Class C races of Young and Bryan, who are going to be coming up next. So here they come, and this is an important battle. I've said before, Young and Bryan, this is first and second in Class C, although the gap has stayed pretty much the same throughout this entire race. Bryan just cannot quite close that gap to Young. And here's another good battle. Johnny Wheeler James's father and Ollie Wardle, they've again been locked together, but again, it's kind of as you were really. The gaps aren't really coming down. It's a good battle though we've got coming up very soon, haven't we, between Mackay, Grundon, Farzian and Strike. This is a good battle as well. This matters. This is for Class B. Scott goes down the inside. Is he going to get the job done? Oh, I think he's going to try. I think he's hit. He's hit. He spun round. I think Eels has spun. I think he spun. I'm not too sure. Let's see. Are we going to have waved yellows? If not, he's managed to hold it. I thought it looked like it was getting a little bit sideways. I think he's managed to hold it. We've got no waved yellows. Fantastic stuff. I think he's managed to hold it. Great drive in there. It might have been a bit deceptive from where I am, because obviously I can't quite see here. It looked like he got a little bit sideways, but I think he managed to hold it. So good stuff indeed from Eels and Scott there. That's first and second in Class B. It really matters. Deemer and Greenwood have just gone past. Here's a good battle as well. This is between Mackay and Grundon. Grundon going to try and have another look down the outside. He's going to have to be brave and break super late. But Mackay holds on to the position once again from a very, very confident Howard Grundon going through. There goes Strike and Walpole. And Farzian, where is Babak Farzian? No sign of Farzian yet, unfortunately. Let's hope... I didn't see him come through anyway. And I think Ollie Neaves has just lapped Tinkler as well. He has. So Neaves has lapped Tinkler now. So Neaves over the line. Fastest lap. Best time so far, a 2:25.326. Not on that lap, by the way, but what a cracker that was. James Wheeler now 3.760 seconds behind Neaves. McCarthy 8.692 seconds further back off the lead. So 2 minutes 20 seconds left on the clock. That is all. Will we get? We might just make it over the line in time. There goes Ian Pryor. A rather lonely Ian Pryor, I have to say. So the big thing is, are they going to wave the checkered flag this time? Are they going to be able to make it round? The problem they've got here, of course, Silverstone GP circuit is such a long way around. Now here comes Young and Bryan. It looks like Young has just managed to hold off Bryan all throughout this race. That's for Class C honours. Johnny Wheeler and Ollie Wardle coming through now. They've had a good battle all throughout. Johnny Wheeler's just managed to hold close to a second throughout this race. Ollie Wardle looks like he just dropped back a little bit, just by a tenth of a second or so on that last lap. And here we go. Now, this is what we want to see. Eels and Scott. This was the battle we saw going in to turn one. They should be the next two cars through. And it is Scott. Did Eels just lose it a little bit? Here comes Scott. Scott, Class B, leading the way once again. And Eels just getting past Deemer there. Oh, no, that was a battle. So Deemer actually got past Eels. So Deemer got past Eels, but I think Eels just managed to get back past Deemer. So I wonder if Eels did have a bit of a spin. It'll be interesting to talk to him once this race finishes and just find out exactly what happened. I thought it looked like he got a bit sideways. I could be wrong, just because it's quite difficult to see from here. But we'll find out. Here comes Greenwood into your shot now, coming over the start-finish straight here, comfortably in 12th place. So it's Neaves, James Wheeler, McCarthy, Pryor, Young, Bryan, Johnny Wheeler, Wardle, Scott. And Grundon has got past Mackay as well. So Grundon, those two have been having a great ding-dong all race long. And it looks like Grundon has finally got past. Can he hold it? Of course, here comes David Strike just through. That car sounds a little bit different to how it has done throughout this race. I wonder if it's just starting to say, I've had enough today, I need to go. And there is the checkered flag. There was 12 seconds left, but Ollie Neaves wins. James Wheeler comes home in second place. Looks like Russell McCarthy, bar, unless anything's happened on this last lap. There he is, comes home in third place. Tinkler coming over the line now. Yeah, unfortunately, Babak Farzian off the track somewhere. We did lose Babak Farzian from this race. Ian Pryor coming over. He will take fourth place. Young and Bryan, this is what we want to see. Class C honours. Who's it going to be for Class C? Young and Bryan. Is it going to be yellow or black? If it's yellow, it's Young. If it's black, it's Bryan. Bit of a wait. Oh, it's enticing, isn't it? It's a cliffhanger. It is Young. I mean, Young has controlled the position all throughout. So Young takes Class C honours. Congratulations, Jim Bryan comes second in Class C and 6th on track. Johnny Wheeler and Ollie Waldorf had a good race. Johnny Wheeler has managed to just hold that position, it looks like, throughout, unless something's happened on this last lap. Is it going to be, if it's yellow, it's Johnny Wheeler, if it's red, it's Ollie Waldorf. Oh, it's red! Unless, is that... Oh, it is, it's Ollie Waldorf. What's happened to Johnny Wheeler? What's happened to Johnny Wheeler on that last lap? Now, is it going to be Johnny Wheeler coming through? Is it going to be Mark Scott next? Mark Scott, we believe, getting ready to take the honours. So that is Mark Scott. Mark Scott then takes Class B, but Eels was all over the back of him again, wasn't he? Wow, we're going to want to catch up with that. We're going to get our way down to Parc Fermé. Let's put TSL up onto the screen. There's a few cars left to come over the line, but I think pretty much everything that is due to be settled has been settled. So let's pop TSL on the screen. We're going to make our way down to Parc Fermé. I definitely want to speak to Paul Eels there. Well, what did you make of that race? What an absolute cracker. Greenwood's just come over the line as well, just to take the checker. And Howard Grundon, just so you know, did hold off Mackay right at the end too. So good stuff indeed. I definitely want to find out what happened between Mark Scott and Eels there on that lap. Did Eels get sideways? He was right. I think perhaps another lap and he might have got him back again. But it looks like Eels took the Class B honours. Great stuff. Wonderful racing. Ollie Neaves again's made it a pair of wins this weekend. We'll grab a word with him. So just bear with us, we're just making our way down to Parc Fermé now, so you can just digest those results. Neaves taking a win, James Wheeler in second, McCarthy in third, Pryor fourth, Young in fifth, but taking the Class C win there. Bryan in sixth, Ollie Wardle in seventh, Mark Scott in eighth, but taking the Class B win there. Then Eels, Deemer, Greenwood, Grundon, Mackay, Strike, Walpole, Johnny Wheeler. We're still not sure what's happened to Johnny Wheeler. Tinkler's classified as 17th. We lost Farzin from that race and Neil Fowler early on as well. Of course, don't forget we do have the Class AF, Class AB as well. Do keep track on the BCV8 Championship website for full classified results as soon as they get published. So the cars are just coming behind us actually, so good timing. We'll have a quick word with some of the drivers. We don't have a huge amount of time today because we've got to very quickly get over. There's Ollie Neaves, as you can see in front of me. He's just gone through. And they're going to go round and up, I think, so we'll head around there. What a race that was. Oh, bogged down off the line from Ollie Neaves. I hope they're not going to send him through, I hope. I think they're going to send him through. Yeah, we're going to walk through actually, catch up with him down here. We're going to, you can see the cars going through. They've actually done it, just watch yourself, Leon. I don't want you to get run over. There we go. We're going to follow them. They're just round there. And it's sort of on our way back as well before we get ready for the MG Cup Race 2 as well. So let's see if we can grab a quick word with some of the drivers. Let's hope they're not going too far. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Leon. I'm going to try and flag some down here, actually. See if I can grab a quick word. This is the man I want to speak to as well. I want to just grab a quick word. Oh, what happened out there? Because I was stood on the gantry and I wasn't sure if you spun it or you got it sideways or it was clean. I wasn't sure what happened.
No, I think we had a bit of contact with Mark in the other one. I don't know. I gave him plenty of room going into cops and he just rear end just caught my rear quarter and spun us both out. Both of us went round. But I don't know.
It was great racing, of course, up until that point. You two were having a great battle in Class B, of course. Shame for the retirement yesterday, but almost got to take one more lap. I tell you, over the line, there's nothing to choose between.
I know, one more lap. I just kept. I was in front. I was like, hurry up, bring the checkered flag out. Of course, I'm behind. Like, one more lap, just give me one more. And then we got caught behind the V8, which slowed me up a little bit. It is what it is, I suppose.
It is. Thanks for talking to us anyway. Appreciate you stopping, mate. Really do. Thank you so much. There you go. Let's close that for him now. I wonder if we can just flag another time all the way over there. We've got to get back set up because we've got the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup race. I'm just going to grab a word with Greenwood as well, if I can, if he's going to come this way. Yes, he is. Let's just grab a quick word. Hello, buddy.
Hello,
Thanks for stopping, mate. I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
It looks a bit lonely at times out there for you.
It is. I've got a new gearbox. Fourth and third is playing up, so I can't do a quick change, and the oil's breathing a little bit from the engine. So I just had to back off and save the car, save it for another day, and just have a bit of fun.
Solid weekend, though. Learned a lot.
Yeah, no, good. Yeah, no, it is. First time I've done the Grand Prix circuit, but yeah, I'm pleased with it.
Thanks for stopping, mate. Really appreciate it. Take care. Let's grab Stephen Mackay as well. We've got to grab a word with him because he was having a great battle. Steve, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, that's bad.
You and Howard were going toe-to-toe, weren't
you? Yeah, he just got me, didn't he? Yeah.
He did. Enjoy it, that's what you want, isn't it?
It was absolutely, it was brilliant, yeah. It's nice to have him back out.
Fantastic.
And, yeah, very slippy out there, though. But,
yeah, do you know, I heard that yesterday. Was it the same yesterday?
Well, it's the heat. The heat just gets to the tyres. And these are quite old tyres, so... But, yeah, we had a good scrap.
We liked it.
It was close on the line, wasn't it?
Watch your back, it was good watching. Thanks, Stephen. Take care. Thank you so much. Let's grab Mr. Strike very quickly if we can as well. I wonder if he'll have a quick word of it. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Hello, yeah.
That was a lot of fun out there.
That was brilliant, yeah. It's nice to get the class win as well, so that's a bonus, but it's good fun.
Fantastic. You've got such a cool livery on this as well. I always know it's you, by the way.
Well, yeah, I think that's the idea. But you can probably hear I've got a bit of an exhaust problem at the moment.
Do you know what? Penultimate lap I said as you came, we were on the gantry, so I could hear you coming underneath us. Yeah. It's like, it doesn't quite sound as it did for the first few laps.
I think I've got a split somewhere. It sounds like it in the car anyway.
Yeah, I better let you get it back then.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you so much. Right, so there you go. That rounds out the coverage for the BCV8 Championship. Congratulations to Ollie Neaves. Picks up a pair of wins. Congratulations to Mark Scott. He picks up a pair of Class B wins. Young picked up the Class C in that, and of course we just heard from Dave Truck picking up the Class A B win. He's a very happy man indeed. We're going to get back. Don't go too far because it's almost time for the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup Race 2. Now we're going to bring that live for you as well from the gantry, and then we're going to be in Park Fermé with the cars. Shame they're just sending him through, but that is what it is. If you like the BCV8 Championship, want to find out more, we've got a little video to show you now of what the BCV8 Championship is all about. We'll see you soon. Don't go far.